Hey guys, is it just me or is this cutting board in the way sometimes or nearly all the time when you've got stuff stacked up? You got coffee pots over here or whatever, or especially if you're trying to use the stove, which I usually cook outside, but nonetheless, every square inch of space here is very valuable. And this thing is also valuable because it provides you with some square footage here, square inches to place stuff. But then when you need to wash something, well, it's in the way. And we end up taking it and putting it down here or putting it over here, but then you've got stuff stacked up over here. So, you know, it can be a problem. And like I said, everything in this trailer, we try to keep it organized and keep it in its place. And this thing has been a problem from day one. So I came up with a solution and I'm going to give it a try. And we'll see how it works. I decided what I'm going to do is split it in half and make two pieces out of it. I've already scribed it right here, and I don't know if you can see that. But anyway, I've got a line here. Need to still figure out how I'm going to cut it because my son's got my table saw, or it'd be a lot easier. I want to make an accurate cut here, and then I also want to go around and, make it look like two separate pieces. Make it fit like two separate pieces here, so that way I can use half of it at a time and still have half of it for storage, because I really don't need two sinks most of the time, maybe ever for that matter. So we'll give that a try. Let's go cut that thing and see how it turns out. Alright guys, I realize that this is pretty noisy out here and it's probably not up to my usual professional video quality standards, but we got to work with what we have. And that brings up the other subject of what in the hell is this old man doing with this thing sandwiched between two pieces of board. Well, the problem here is I've got a son that doesn't return things when he borrows them. I've got a table saw which would make this quick work and much more accurate, but this is the kind of stuff you got to do. Okay, we got the cut made. It came out pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty damn good actually for having to use this kind of rig up to do it. Okay, so after doing some deep thought and reflection on this, I realized that I really don't need to round the corners. And we'll go inside in a minute and I'll show you why. Now, my hole saw here is a little bit on the big side, but I've made the executive decision to go with it, and several reasons. It's getting ready to rain for one, so let's see what we can do. Alright guys, so I guess you saw that little rare rookie mistake I made not tightening that lock screw on that hole drill. That rarely happens to a craftsman of my caliber. However, it did. And I got rained out in the process. So I'm back at it now. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but upon further reflection, I realized that I don't need to round the edges on those pieces I cut. Primarily because it'll fit just fine like it is. I'll just have a line across. And the other reason is I don't feel like doing it. So we'll try that, see how it works. But let's go ahead and drill this hole saw. Like I mentioned, my hole saw is a little bit big, but not much. And I've already started, as you saw a while ago. I don't hide anything in these videos. You get to see everything. like that. Yeah. So you may notice the difference in hole. Well, that's life, because you know I don't have a proper hole saw, and I really don't want to try this. This is a little bit hazardous because you don't have a starting point. So we're going to use it like this. So let's take it inside and clean it up, sand it up a little bit, and then we'll go in and check for fit. Alright guys, so here's the finished product. This is why I decided not to round it off, because I really don't need to. It looks fine like that, and I also said screw it. It's too much work. That's how you get when you get old, you just say screw it, and that takes care of everything. And you wouldn't really know it wasn't made that way unless you look at the hole sizes. And hole sizes rarely make any difference in life. Sometimes I can think of one or two instances. But in this case, this is not going on the space shuttle. This is going right here. And easy to stack them up. And I think I've pretty much overworked this project with you, so I better quit while I'm ahead. I appreciate you guys watching my video, and click like even if it sucked, and I don't know why they say that, but as far as clicking like. But until next time, adios.